Hello, my fellow Minecrafters. Welcome back to TuesdayCraft. I am your humble host, the great and powerful Lord Eximius. And we have some progress to show you guys today. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back. I know it has been a minute since I have posted, but it is not because I have been idle. Oh sure, now the sun's going to go down. Now we must nap. So we can see everything very well. It'll be the last post of the year. Happy 2024 to everyone. Happy New Year. Let us hope for a prosperous 2024. Okay, so I have not been idle, even though I have not posted. So let me show you the first project that I had started. I believe I showed you guys when I started this project. But this is the Fisherman's Wharf. Right here we have the crane, which unloads all the goods coming in. And we have just some little detail stuff here showing the products. Pretty happy with how this build came out. I think it's pretty cool. We used some different wood types. We used some mangrove, some spruce, stripped some of it. We got some little, it's supposed to look like a fish. Hopefully that looks like a fish. Just kind of denote that it is a fisherman's wharf. The Captain Wharf, we're calling it. So we created this bridge here to connect it, and I think it turned out pretty good. Let's get a little view from up here. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe you could use some more details in some spots. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to it and add a couple little things. I wasn't sure what to do about this little area under here, so I just kind of created this little space, a little fireplace, some fish cooking on the grill here. So a little spot for someone to hang out, relax. Moving over to our next builds, because we've done quite a few builds now. We have built some shops. So this is the only shop that we've done that has actually an interior. Negozio di fiori, or flower shop. So this is a flower shop. And I feel like, and I have to talk to Mr. Thurston about this, because I feel like all these shops that surround the piazza should be 2 levels, so that there's a shop at the upper level as well. So that's what I've done with all my builds. I feel like there should be another build on top of here that connects here. I'll talk to Mr. Thurston about that, see what he thinks, because these are his builds down here with the cafe, the tavern, and everything. So I'll talk to him about that. But yeah, I think this build, I mean, it's not too crazy as far as like the detail work and the block palette. You know, we've got the quartz and diorite, something we've used repeatedly throughout the city. But it keeps with the theme. It fits in with the work that Benarian did on the piazza. So I think it works well. Again, like I said, the only interior I did was the flower shop. So there is no interior here, but any of the Tuesday crafters would be certainly welcome to put in here. And you know me, I like my loom ceilings, so these are all looms, because the bottom of the block looks really cool for a ceiling, in my opinion. So that's what we've done here. And then moving over here on the other side, the only other open space in the piazza was on this side. So we've created 2 more shops. Again, no interiors, but plenty of space to build something in here, put in a shop. And with it being the piazza, there needs to be interiors. So if nobody has any interest in putting in any kind of interiors in these buildings, then I will come up with some kind of an interior. And then we have, this is what it looks like from the outside. It's kind of something a little different. I'm not sure 100%, on the black and yellow. It's very contrasting, which is kind of what, I was going for in the first place. But I don't know. I guess it kind of works. I'm still a little conflicted about it. But it's unique, which is something I was looking for. So, and it kind of stands out a little bit in an area of the city that otherwise probably wouldn't. So yeah, so here's the upper area of this shop on the piazza, and then I forgot, can't get in that way. Well, we'll improvise. There we go. So yeah, those are the 2 levels of the shop, and then so the piazza, other than interior work, is pretty much done. Like I said, I still think there needs to be some shops up here and then it'll pretty much be concluded, because on this back end, obviously, you have the palace, which is directly up against it. So let's move on over here. Now, I spoke with Governor Ahab, because it was kind of, and I spoke with Mr. Thurston as well, and just some of the other Tuesday crafters, just to make sure that I wasn't stepping on any toes over here, because I'm starting to kind of encroach into some areas that they were working on. So what we have is 4 buildings in this area that we've added, which I'm really happy with. So this is the first build that we did. It's so open that it's going to need either some kind of an interior or the redstone lamp work that I've been doing in the city. I kind of want to do an interior in this one. Just kind of a space that I like. So I think maybe it would be really cool space to do an interior in that building. And then this one it's also very open. So again, I think I'm going to need to do some interior work. And it's not that I'm adverse to doing interior work. It's just very time consuming. But when they're done, I mean, it really brings everything together. So I really feel like these 2 buildings are going to need interiors. So once I finish all the structural work, because the city is nearly completed at this point, I'll flip over to interior mode and start doing interiors. But we have created a street here, which I love, and we'll probably add some of the flags going over the city that we've done, or going over the street that we've done in other parts of the city, like this right here, for example. I really like that, even though the render distance isn't great. I still think it adds a pretty cool touch. So here we have kind of a market. I kind of tried to show that there was, products for sale. We have some fresh produce here, some bread and eggs, things like that. So this is intended to be like a kind of like a market, which I'm happy with this. I struggled with this a little bit on the block palette, kind of, made some decisions, changed my mind a few times, but I think overall, it came out pretty well, I would say. So I'm pretty happy with it. And then I didn't have a lot of space for this build here. And there is actually, I was thinking about it the other day after I completed it, and there is some an additional detail work that I want to do to it. Some stuff I want to do to the build up top here to kind of finish it off. So that is something we're going to work on also. But yeah, we have completed this street, and that pretty much, as far as I can see, leaves 4 builds. I haven't really talked to anybody, or especially Ahab, because this is kind of his area, what to do with this blank space here. There's a couple options. We could put another build here, or we could just remove this. Honestly, I feel like it should have another build here. But that's something I'll talk to Ahab about. But up front here, I've already been green lighted by the crew to finish things out. So let's fly over to this side, get a little bit better look. So we need a build here. It's obviously not going to be a huge build, but it's too prime real estate not to have a build here. So we're going to put a build in there, and then we are going to build 2 structures. I kind of framed it out just to give myself an idea of the size of the builds and what I'd be looking at. But once these go in and that goes in, then it's really going to look sharp, because this is like the center of town and it's right out from the piazza. So these builds need to be really well done. So I'm going to really take my time, make sure they're detailed, make sure they look good. And then I had thought about putting another build here because of this open space. One, I didn't like that because it's a little close to Ahab's build here, which, I love this build here. It looks great. But I was thinking, because there's not enough room to build this bridge across straight over, to angle it this way. So maybe there doesn't need to be another build in here is what I'm thinking. We put in this bridge here, just a small bridge. And it's kind of weird because it's in at an angle, but I kind of feel like I solved the problems pretty well. Maybe it looks a little odd, but it works. So it's not too crazy detail. Probably could use a little bit more detail work, and maybe some kind of vegetation. And we got a light up underneath it. So there's still all kinds of odds and ends work that needs to be done over here for the builds that we've already worked on. But yeah, I'm thinking an angled bridge. Take this, angle it this way, which will be cool. That'll be interesting looking, because I mean we pretty much just have all straight across bridges. So an angled bridge I think would add a lot of character. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, so the city is almost done, guys. Like I said, 1, 2, 3 builds, maybe a fourth one in the back, another bridge. And then obviously this bridge needs to be connected across as well. So there's still some infrastructure work that needs to be done in addition to the last few structures that need to go in. But we're there. I mean, the city is at this point, 90% finished. So I'm excited about that. This has been a big project. It's been, we've been working on it for a year and a half. And I'm really proud of it. I think it looks good. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished here. It's just a really cool place to be. I enjoy just flying around the city and looking at it. And I just stare at it. Maybe I'm a little weird, but I really like it. And it actually looks really cool at night too, all lit up. And there's just a lot of there's a lot of builds in here that I'm proud of. So like I said, I mean, you can see how bare it looks without these. And when we put these structures in and finish it off, it's gonna look really nice. It's gonna look complete. So I'm looking forward to finishing off these builds. So that's the next project. And then to finish things up, we know what it is. We need to finish this guy. Now, Governor Ahab, being the detail organic build savant that he is, has been working on this, and I gotta say, I think he's doing a phenomenal job. I can't say that I could do the kind of work that he has been doing here. But I spoke with him about it because I want to complete this project. And what he said would help him is to replace much of the white terracotta with this diorite, with the polished diorite. So I think once we complete the city, and then we can call the city done, then we're going to turn our attention back to this and really push to finish this, to honor our friend. It's important to me. It's important to all of us. His loss has been tough for all of us, and it has made it difficult for us to be on the server and do something that we all enjoyed having fun with him with. So it's been tough. So that's, I think, a big reason why it's not completed yet. But we will complete it. And then there has been talk of wrapping things up and launching a season 3, and I don't know if that's going to happen or not, or how soon. It's probably going to be a little time yet, because again, we still have some work to finish up in the city and on the statue. For me, once the city and the statue is complete, I kind of want to look to move on, but I will also be content to stick with season 2, because I know Ahab in particular has a lot of things that a lot of plans he wanted to work on and still hasn't gotten to. So that's where we're at, guys, in TuesdayCraft. Season 2 has been a lot of fun. I mean, you can see we've accomplished a great deal. And I've thoroughly enjoyed working on this, and I thoroughly enjoyed working on the statue to honor our friend. So, guys, that is going to conclude our episode today. I'll try to not have such a long gap in posts, but it's hard to judge these things. We build when we can build, and we post when we can post, and I try to post regularly. It doesn't always happen, but stay tuned, guys, because we are going to finish up these builds in the city. We are going to finish the statue, and it's going to be epic. I mean, it is epic, in my opinion. I mean, come on, hermits, what you got? We can hang with you guys. What you got? So, alright, guys, that'll do it for today. Love you all. Have a great day. Have a happy new year. And we will see you guys on the next episode of TuesdayCraft. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.